Yo, what's up, everybody? KMZX18 Sports here. And yes! Oh my fucking god! Yes! It's finally happened. Arsenal has finally beaten Man City. Fucking finally, man. Holy shit. Guys, it's been too long. The last time Arsenal had beaten Man City in the Premier League, minus the FA Cup League or whatever, was 2015. To put that into context, Theo Walker scored that game, and now he's an analyst. 8 long, suffering years, man. Oh, bro, it's just. And I get and I get it. The game was boring, but I don't care, bro. As soon as that final whistle blew, you can just hear the fans, man. It's just jubilation. I know there are some people out there gonna say, "Oh, Arsenal over celebrated." Can you blame them? Seriously, can you blame them? 8 years, man. 8 long suffering years. Fuck, man. Just look. I don't give a fuck. I'm just happy that they finally got that monkey off their back, man. But like I said though, yes, it was a dull game. Both teams kind of counter each other pretty well. Like Arsenal was pretty lucky not to concede early due to they were almost get drafting Messi a goal, and also they were thankful that Ake missed at the early stages of the game. But then it was pretty even throughout. Kovacic got pretty lucky he didn't get sent out, but it is what it is. The refs are, garbage, to say the least. And Mikel Arteta made the right substitutions. He brought in Martinelli, Havertz, Tomiyasu, and Partey, and which actually led to Martinelli getting the goal. Yes, it was a deflection, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. A goal is a goal, man. We'll take those, especially against Man City. But yeah, so Arsenal won. They did it. They actually fucking did it. Now we're this is where I'll be like, hey guys, let's watch the highlights. I tried, guys. I fucking tried. The reason why I haven't been posting a lot of Arsenal is I was trying so hard to get these highlights in, even if it's like colored or anything. But nah, man, I gotta give the freaking FA or UEFA or anything associated with Arsenal, bro. They were like, nah, bro. We still see highlights, and you're not posting this shit. So it's just deflating, honestly. But now at this point going forward, I'm just gonna do like instant reaction slash like reviews and player my personal player ratings. Come out with maybe like what like sofa scores and see what happened in the game to put in more into context. But yeah, no highlights for Arsenal, man, going forward, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I am planning doing like live games, but it's kind of tough because like I live in the states and Arsenal sometimes plays like early, so it's like, ugh. But I'm gonna see. Well, let's talk about this game, man. This Arsenal finally beating Man City. We're gonna go to the silver score real quick, so give me a sec. All right, guys, we're here, and yeah, let's look at the statistics real quick. But first, let's look at the field tilt, like or at least the attack momentum. And this is about right. Early on, it was Man City, but then Arsenal took over a little bit, and then it was kind of back and forth throughout the first half. But at the start of the second half, Arsenal was starting to build momentum, but then Man City had like a few spurts here and there, but it was mainly Arsenal until they finally got the goal at the end. So yeah, that's about right in terms of momentum. As for like the statistics, um, Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal had like 0.39 expected goals to Man City 0.48. Yeah, it was more of a defensive game, so I wasn't expecting a lot of big XG. It was basically even, especially with the assists as well, 0.56 to 0.57. Like yeah, hell, even the possession, like Arsenal had 49% possession while Man City had 51. However, this is the most telling though. Arsenal had more shots both than Man City to four. When was the last time Man City only had four shots in a game? That's crazy. Never. Hell, even shots on target. Man City only had one shot on target with Arsenal having two. It's just mind boggling, man. This is actually one of the Arsenal most complete defensive games, in my opinion. Hell, they even got the clean sheet, which I wasn't expecting this game at all. Um, what else here? But yeah, man, the was 60 it was close, and when you're watching the game, it was pretty close. It was back and forth. It was basically who's gonna make that first mistake, and although Man City didn't really make any big ones per se, but Arsenal got the lucky bounce, and then they got the deflection for a goal, and that's really all you need, honestly. But let's look at the lineups real quick. So Arteta started with 4-3-3 with Diarrhea, Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Alexander Zinchenko, which is the usual. With Martin Odegaard, Jorginho actually started along with Declan Rice, which I was kind of surprised to see Jorginho starting, especially as a DM, which I was kind of worried about. But overall, I thought he did good. And then with Jesus as a right wing due to Saka's injury, Eddie Nketiah and Leandro Trossard getting the nod over Martinelli as the left wing. But yeah, let's look at the players real quick. Like David Raya, they gave him a 7, which honestly is a well, he got lucky to say the least. I mean, he was not really accurate with his pass. He was 29-43. He made one clearance, and yeah, and he made some passes that could have led to Man City goals. They gave him a 7. I'm gonna give him a 6 because he did better as the game progressed. But that early stage of the game, yeah, that wasn't great, honestly. Ben White played well. He played really well, man. Dribble attempted. He was successful one dribble. He was accurate with his long balls. He made two key passes. He was pretty accurate with his passes with 41 out of 47. He only committed one foul. He only lost possession 8 times, which is good. At least he's now over 10. He won most of his ground duels, 4 out of 5, and he made 3 tackles and he made 2 clearances. Overall, I thought it was a good game from Ben White. He wasn't much going forward, but defending. What more can you say? William Saliba, I mean, he had his hands full against Holland, but he won that duel. He had 2 clearances. Yeah, he made 2 tackles. He won all of his ground duels and aerial duels. He only lost one possession, and he was 99% on his passes, was 69 out of 70. Yeah, man, what can I say? He made Erling Haaland quiet. But not just him though. You got to give respect to Gabriel Magalhaes, who oh yeah, I'll give Saliba a 7. This is an accurate grade along with Gabriel. Gabriel, he was all over the place, man. He blocked a shot. He made 3 interceptions. He made a tackle. He only got drilled past once, which that's no small feat against this Man City team. He won 2 of his 3 ground duels. He won one of his 3 aerial duels. He only lost possession 5 times, but it didn't really amount to much. He was 92% of his actual passes, and he did complete some long balls as well. Oh, like I said, like defensively, he was great. I'll give Gabriel Magalhaes a 7 out of 10 as well, man. They both kept Erling Haaland quiet. They actually made the whole attack quiet as well. Alexander Zinchenko, he wasn't as influential because they were playing more defensive in this game. But overall, though, I thought he played well, especially defensively. He made an interception. He made 2 tackles. He was actually perfect on his ground duels as well. He was 91%. on his accurate passes. He made one key pass. He attempted a few shots here and there. Overall, though, I give Zinchenko a 7 because I feel like the whole back line deserves credit for this game. Now, Martin Odegaard. Let's see here. He had 83% of his he made 83% of his actual passes. He made two key passes. He made one dribble. He won 5 of his 12 ground duels. He did lose possession 15 times, is which is a lot, but overall it didn't mean much. And then interceptions, he made one. He made 3 tackles. Overall, though, I thought he was decent. But compared to everybody here, it wasn't his best game, admittedly. Overall though, I thought he was okay. I thought a 6 out of 10 for me for Martin Odegaard. Jorginho, I'm not gonna lie, early on it was not pretty, but he made one long ball attempt out of 4 ground duels. He won 204. He only lost 9 possession. He made a tackle. He made one clearance. He only committed one foul. Overall, I thought it was okay for Jorginho. He did get better as the game went on, but overall, though, I thought it was okay. Unless I'm Martin Odegaard, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. He wasn't as influential. Declan Rice, however, is becoming one of the best Arsenal players this season. It's not even close. I mean, look at this. Like, freaking 90% of his passes, he was 36 of 40. He made two key passes. He made two of 3 long balls. He won more than half of his ground duels. He was 4 of 7. He made 2 clears. He blocked 1 shot. He made 3 interceptions, 3 tackles, and clearance off the line as well, which prevented the goal. What can I say, man? This man, that $105 million deal is becoming a freaking bargain, which is crazy to think about. The fact that he's only like what 8 games in, and he's one of the best Arsenal players we have at the moment, man. And what can I say? If it were me, he's probably been my player of the year so far, but still early though. But overall, though, yeah, I'm gonna give Declan Rice an 8 out of 10, man. He was good going forward. He was good going back. And honestly, I feel like he should be right here, or like as a 8, for offense and defense. But yeah, like I said, overall though, 8 out of 10 for me. Gabriel Jesus as our starting winger. Man, look at the heat map for this one, man. He was there. Um, he had a blocked out shot. He was 30 of 46 with his passes. He was 9 of 23 with ground duels. He made one interception and one clearance, 4 tackles. Overall, though, I thought it was decent from him. He was going forward pretty well, and he did try defensively. It was just he unfortunately for him, like Man City, know he was the only threat going forward, and especially during the first half. So they tried their best neutralizing, which they did for the most part. Overall, though, I thought it was solid. I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. Eddie Nketiah, yeah, it wasn't his best game. But then again, though, he didn't really get the service. He only had he only had 19 touches. He only completed 8 passes. He was 5 of 8. He won 2 of his 5 ground duels, 2 of 5 aerial duels. He made one tackle. He had 1 shot, but it didn't really wasn't accurate with it. Overall, though, yeah, kind of feel bad because he was not given the service, but I'm gonna give him a 6. He tried. Leandro Trossard, he only played for 45 minutes. For what I heard, he suffered a hamstring injury, so I hope he'll be back soon. But you can kind of tell that He was just not effective at all, man. I mean, he was accurate with his passes. He was 9 for 9. Um, but going forward, it was nothing, man. We weren't really offering much down that side, and maybe the hamstring injury led part to that. But overall, though, yeah, it was ineffective. And I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10, but that's only due to the fact that he only played for a first half, and during that first half he was ineffective. But that could also due to the fact maybe he suffered a hamstring injury throughout the whole, like maybe the whole game, and he had to be substituted. But yeah, man. But overall, let's look at the bench, and I think this is where the bench came through in the clutch. Gabriel Martinelli, he came in, and man, he freaking was a spark as soon as he came in. He gave me one dribble, shots on target one. He got a goal. Expected goal actually was .07, but he got it though, man. That lucky deflection. Um, it was 6 or 7 of his passes. He made one key pass. He won 2 of his 6 round duels. He won 1 of his aerial duels. He made a clearance. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good game for Martinelli, man. When he came in, he changed everything. We finally now have like someone who can attack the width, which really was the factor on how City conceded the goal. And also, it's just like now they have something to worry about other than Jesus on the right side. And overall, yeah, man, it worked out for Arsenal's favor, and yeah, man, they got the win. But overall, I'm gonna give Martinelli a 7 out of 10. I thought he played well. Tamiyasu, like he only played for 15 minutes, but he got the assist. Well, actually, no, he made a key pass for the assist. He was accurate with his passes. Overall, though, I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. Actually, no, let me rephrase it. I give him a 7 out of 10. He was part of the attack that led to Arsenal getting the goal. Thomas Partey, it was good to have him back in this game. He only played for 15 minutes, but in those 15 minutes, man, I mean, look, he was 17 and 18 of his passes. He was one or two of his long passes, which led to the goal. So give him credit for that. Overall, yeah, I'm gonna give Thomas Partey a 7 out of 10 because there is a reason why Thomas Partey, like, he's so important because he can make those passes, those long passes or key pass that can break through a defense. And this is exactly what happened, man. So, got your credit where credit is due. I'm glad he's back. Hopefully, during this international break, we'll get he'll get some legs in, and in my opinion, he should be our DM. I want to see a midfield three of Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, and Declan Rice. That is a strong midfield right there, and I would happily see that. I'd be happy to see that. But yes. And lastly, Kai Havertz. He was all over the pitch actually. He was 7 of 8 of his passes. He made one key pass. He had an assist for the Martin Odegaard. I mean Martin Gabriel Martinelli goal. And yeah, man. Overall, I mean, he got the assist. He was part of the reason why Arsenal got the goal. So for that alone, I'm gonna give him a 7. And now that makes it a goal and assist on the season so far. And as for Mikel Arteta, I'm gonna give him a 9, man. Like for me, he got the starting 11 spot on because I understand now why he didn't want to put Saka in because he was injured. He doesn't want to cause even more injury. And Martinelli just come back, so he doesn't want to. He didn't want to start him right away along with Thomas Partey. However, However, man, those substitutions were key to finally getting the goal and finally beating Man City. So I do have to praise Arteta for that one. I know people are gonna say about but he was playing too defensive, but in my opinion, man, against Man City, against Man City, you can't like you kind of have to because last year Arsenal's biggest problem was they were no, we're gonna press the man to man, which did not work out, and they lost both games because of that. Actually, three games. They won and got the FA Cup. So yeah, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. So instead of that, he just went a little bit defensive, and overall though, it worked out. We got the dub, first dub against Man City in the Premier League in 8 years. God damn, I'm just, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm happy for that. So yeah, Arteta gets a 9 for me, and the ref gets a 2 because the fact that um Kovacic did not even get a red card this game is bullshit. So it is what it is. We all know the Premier League refs are trash. But overall, man, I'm just happy that Arsenal won. They finally beat Man City, and it's a great feeling. All right, guys, that's it for me. Like I said, it's great. Just finally have Man City beat. It's just awesome. It really is. It's just truly awesome. Now we Arsenal, or now we're in the international break, so it'll be, it'll be great. It came at the right time as players can get more healthier. Hopefully we get Saka back, and also hopefully we get Leandro Trossard back as well. And yeah, man, on to Chelsea. This will be a great game. All right, guys, I'll catch you later, and peace.